show. On Thursday, the nation went through its usual daily ritual, briefly unfurling from the fetal position just long enough to turn on the news and see what our national embarrassment has done to disgrace us. So how did that go?
Good evening. The President of the United States is tired of so many black people coming to this country, tired of immigrants from Haiti and Africa being allowed in. Quote, why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here? The president said today at the White House.
Wow, that is news. The president was actually at the White House for once? Probably because Mar-a-Lago is overrun with his Haitian employees. Of course, Republicans sprang into action with the best defense of Trump they could think of, half-assed denials.
My understanding on the basis of very good source, he didn't say S-hole, he said S-house.
Oh, very clever. The old, I didn't call your mother a slut, I called her a whore defense. Other Trump toadies offered a different but equally persuasive excuse.
Some White House officials were telling reporters dismissing this as kitchen table talk.
Sure, kitchen table talk. I mean, who doesn't love talking about shitholes over their beef stew, beans, and chocolate ice cream? Thankfully, a few Republicans were bold enough to stand up to Trump.
Fellow South Carolina Senator Tim Scott said Graham told him reports of the comments were basically accurate.
I can't defend the indefensible.
Were the comments racist, do you think?
Well, I think they were, yes.
That's so strange. These two Republicans criticized Trump while these two denied he even made the remark. If only there were some sort of pattern that might explain the difference. I guess we'll never know. Trump's shithole talk has prompted the media to once again ask the question that has mystified them for years.
Is Donald Trump racist?
Is he a racist?
Do you think this president is racist?
Do you think he himself is racist?
You think he's a racist?
You believe he's a racist?
Is President Trump a racist?
It's like Maya Angelou once said, when someone tells you who they are, ignore it. Elect them president and then spend 24 hours a day asking each other if you believe what they told you about themselves. Is Trump racist? Appears to be the great unsolved mystery of our time. It's today's Watergate. If Nixon had repeatedly stuck his head out the window and screamed, "I did Watergate." To settle the matter once and for all, I asked my intrepid staff to use their crack investigative skills to blow the lid off the question plaguing journalists and politicians across the nation.
Tonight, Full Frontal investigates, is this racist racist? A 45-part series.
After exhaustive research, we have unearthed trace evidence that our president is racist. Exhibit A, everything Trump has said since he took office.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus?
Are they friends of yours?
Just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
He said that all Haitians have AIDS, and he talked about everybody from Nigeria basically living in huts.
A member related to President Trump that potential welfare cuts would harm her constituents, not all of whom are black. The president replied, really? Then what are they?
Trump has done so many racist things, it's impossible to remember them all. You could tell me he put an assortment of anti-Semitic breakfast cereals on the Mar-a-Lago menu, and I'd have to pause for a second to think about whether or not that actually happened. Gestapo's, the final solution to your hunger. But this racist white rabbit hole goes deeper, my friends. Utilizing our exclusive source, codename National Television, we obtained widely seen footage of Trump acting outrageously racist before the election.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. Countless Americans are killed by illegal immigrants. We have to look at the Muslims.
We have to look at the mosques.
Look at my African American. You take a look at the inner cities, you get shot walking down the street.
He's a Mexican. We're building a wall between here and Mexico.
We're going to get them the hell out of our country.
And I don't mind
They shouldn't be here in the first place.
Still so ambiguous. But you guys aren't going to believe it. This thing goes all the way to the bottom. We kept digging and discovered video of Trump when he was just a super racist private citizen disparaging minorities that has never before been seen, except by everyone because it was totally public and always has been. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but we might be onto something that we've been saying since day one.
If you look at some of the reservations that you've approved,
They don't look like Indians to me.
He took out a full-page ad after the Central Park jogger case.
If the woman died, I think they should be executed. I think you should have the death penalty.
The Department of Justice took notice in 1973. Trump management was charged with discriminating against African Americans.
Jesus, how racist do you have to be for the Nixon administration to say, whoa, dial it back? So there we have it, friends. Trump wasn't just an innocent birther. He's a racist. This is breaking news, I guess, because I've said it so many times, I'm broken. Please, give me a Pulitzer. Make sure Meryl plays me in the movie, and don't use the euphemism racially charged ever again. Stop acting shocked about it and start grappling with what it means. Donald Trump hates black and brown people, and he's in charge of a lot of their lives. When he called Haiti and Honduras shithole countries, he killed an immigration bill intended to avoid government shutdown. The bipartisan bill he rejected in that meeting provides protections for dreamers. It funds border security, which Trump claims to want. It ends the diversity lottery, but uses those spots for people from the most vulnerable countries, such as Haiti and Honduras. It's a compromise, but it would have helped a lot of people. And Trump killed it. Not because he thinks he has a better plan or even because he wants more money for his stupid fucking wall. He rejected it because he wanted it to include fewer non-white shithole people. He said so. Hundreds of thousands of families will be torn apart because the president thinks they're shitholes. So yeah, whatever. Trump is racist. Let's try to hold that in our heads for good this time. I think we might actually manage it.
This is CNN Tonight. I'm Don Lemon. The President of the United States is racist.
Don Lemon scooped my story. We'll be right back.